welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the State of Play for Ratchet & Clank. This comes to us, of course, on the April 29th edition of State of Play. It
doesn't state that it's Ratchet & Clank, but when you start watching it, that the whole thing is it. Yeah,
this is primarily, they confirmed this prior that this was going to be mainly focused on the new Ratchet & Clank game Rift Apart. Of course, they confirmed the name of the other Lombax we saw in the initial trailer for during the PlayStation 5 reveal event.
Yeah.
I think the second one, I believe. No, the first one. Yeah, it was that reveal event. Voiced by Jennifer Hill.
Yeah.
Really cool. And a couple other stuff as well. So it's mainly focused on that.
Yeah, so let's dive into this for the State of Play for April 29th, 2021. So, here we go.
Welcome to an all-new State of Play. We've got more than 15 minutes of new Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart PS5 gameplay coming right up. But first, let's check in on two other exciting games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles this year.
Cool. That's the State of Play stuff.
45463. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think you spotted me.
Hi, I'm Jeff, audio producer at Unknown Worlds. Set 1 year after the award-winning original, Subnautica Below Zero plunges players into a frigid underwater adventure in search of answers.
Oh, Subnautica,
yeah. The native wildlife above and below the surface might consider you a tasty treat, assuming you don't become an ice pop first. The previous research crew has vanished, including your sister.
This was Sam's necklace.
She's giving more story to it.
To uncover the truth, you'll need to get crafty, building tools and shelter for your survival. But even that may not be enough.
I told you to stay off my land.
With the PS5 DualSense controller, every icy shock feels like it's being sent right into your hands. The haptic feedback system allows you to reach adrenaline-filled cues as you use resources, encounter key game moments, or get into situations where it's probably best to run. By the time you squint to see what's ahead, it may already be too late. Fortunately, when you play Below Zero on PS5, players will get a crystal clear experience with up to 4K graphics, targeting 60 FPS when in performance mode. And if you already own a physical or digital version of the first Subnautica on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the digital PS5 version at no additional cost.
Neat!
We hope you're as excited as we are to dive into the world of Subnautica Below Zero when it launches on PS5 and PS4 on May 14th.
Nice. Yep. This is the only one I actually kind of heard about. Because of that.
They're right. Yeah, you got kicked out.
2021, yeah.
They're already attached to freaking, what is it?
This is the first
Fall
one.
Guys. They're already attached to Fall Guys.
Into Subnautica
They have Fall Guys in their feature one. They have the outfits now for that for Among Us
later this year.
So that's really cool.
Looks like Ratchet and the gang are ready for the spotlight.
Next
up, Insomniac Games will lead us on a tour of this June's PS5.
We'll play 2 of the millions of games for the franchise. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, oh, Rivet is her name. I think Clank will be fine. It's Clank. He's been through worse.
Or whatever they call him in this one.
Well, it's just Clank. Because remember, Clank got thrown into her world.
I'm Marcus Smith, creative director of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new full-length Ratchet & Clank adventure built from the ground up for the
Where did they have to say full?
Today we're going to introduce you to some of the gameplay, characters, and arsenal of Rift Apart.
Whether you've played every game since Ratchet & Clank's debut, or you're brand new to the series, Rift Apart is a standalone adventure that you won't want to miss. Let's get into it.
Oh. Clank? Clank?
Also picks up from where the last one left off.
Wombax? What is this place? Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here has seen it. Have any of you seen a little gray robot anywhere? Green eyes, red antenna, very charming.
Very charming. Jesus Christ. This is a platform.
Ratchet has been separated from his best friend and partner Clank, and is now in a new dimension in a mysterious urban sprawl called Nefarious City.
Sounds like if a bad guy took over.
Yeah.
Let there be good news behind here.
Ratchet quickly finds out that in this dimension, Dr. Nefarious is a much more capable villain.
He's not an idiot or something like that. It's more like he's capable, he's smart. Emperor.
Does that mean there are two Nefariouses now?
Nefarii?
Now you know Nefarii.
Nefariouses?
Seriously. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Thanks to the new hardware, the worlds in Rift Apart are more beautiful than ever. City
Yeah, look at
full
that.
of life with traffic and civilians milling about.
This is a 3D platformer.
Rift Apart is full of the unexpected. Characters in this new dimension are not always the same as they were in Ratchet & Clank's dimension. Ratchet comes across Ms. Zircon, the weapon vendor in Rift Apart.
Wait a second.
You forgot your order. Well, come right in. Miss Zircon will sell you weapons, but you've gotta be less conspicuous, or the resistance will not last.
The resistance?
There's always a resistance in these things.
Wink.
Oh, apologies, sugar. Miss Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
Clank has been taken by a mysterious new Lombax named Rivet.
Clank! I need to go after that ship. How can I get off planet?
Listen, Test. Only royal starships are allowed to leave. Anything else,
Oh!
Captain can help.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
follow the beat to Club Nefarious, and you will find him.
Club Nefarious. Got it. Oh, and nice work, Secret Agent Zircon.
Go along with it.
So exciting.
Like she's never been a street agent
Hard to
before.
miss. Better look around.
Jesus Christ, just the background could be like a screensaver.
Nefarious? So that sounds like a club, all right.
The Nefarious.
Why does that look like a character from Among Us? Like,
That's the whole point.
Come on, Phantom, where are you?
Once Ratchet finds Phantom, he learns a couple of new moves.
all stuff that help him get around. Clank's the one who helps him usually for traversal reasons.
gameplay in Rift Apart is increased mobility. Ratchet can now dash and wall run to traverse levels. This focus on mobility allows players to chain moves together to create exhilarating combos.
Raritanium in your pockets to upgrade your arsenal further.
Now let's jump into combat.
A nefarious day spa. If you can distract these troopers, I'll hack Nefarious's propaganda blimp and give the city a message it'll never forget.
Looks easy enough.
This is punishment
attacks or gain strategic advantages. Enemies can't hit what doesn't momentarily exist.
Oh, that's what it is. It feeds you like a little bit more to the left or a little bit more to the right.
Dimensional tears in the world allow you to use the Rift Tether, another new traversal mechanic, to instantly pull your.
Oh yeah, we saw that in the original trailer.
To escape or flank enemies. Weapons in Rift Apart utilize the power of the DualSense wireless controllers, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback.
Still need to play a PS5 game to experience
the power of their arsenal. For example, with the burst pistol, players can pull back the trigger partway to peck out accurately placed single shots. But pulling the trigger fully unleashes a rapid-fire spread that covers more area. In either case, players will feel each shot burst from the weapon and connect with enemies.
Nice.
Enforcer, players can pull the trigger down halfway to fire a single barrel, reducing time between reloads. Or pull the trigger fully and unleash both barrels.
That's pretty cool.
Devastating.
You can do a single barrel shot or a double barrel shot.
The player will
depending on the feedback.
Their hands.
Yeah.
Let's move ahead a little bit.
That's cool. It's like he's just dragging his
As
hand.
Ratchet attempts to follow Rivet and Clank, he encounters a nefarious juggernaut.
I like how they talk.
Where did you even come from?
Please stand still.
I really do want to finish catching the series, but there's so many fucking games in this series.
In this fight, more dimensional chaos ensues. Thanks to the power of the SSD, we can near instantly teleport players to completely.
I guess, yeah, it's like in a blink.
This isn't some small arena being loaded, but the entire level from a different planet.
That's really cool.
That's where it's like this is really showing the full potential of the PS5.
Yeah.
So you're literally jumping from one whole world to another whole world instantaneously.
Let's jump over and see what's going on with Rivet and Clank. As you may have guessed, Rivet is a brand new playable character in the series.
Where are you taking me?
I was gonna take you to my hideout, but first I gotta rescue my friends at their gelatonium factory.
Yeah, that's it for him. So yeah, they're definitely curious to see a big challenge of switching between Ratchet's side of the story and Rivet's side of the story.
Several alternate dimension versions of classic planets from past games.
Oh.
They're different, but it's the same type of planet. It's almost like saying it's like when we're playing Rivet, you know, it's like we're playing a different character.
Did we mention how stunning and alive our worlds are?
We are aware.
With the power of the PS5 and the 3D audio, we've been able to create alien planets with an immersive.
I'm still on board with the 3D audio things.
Let's check it out.
The
headset's kind of pricey.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna ride one. As soon as I can get close enough.
Back to Ms. Zircon, the weapons vendor.
Whoa. This wasn't what was in my account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
Yeah,
in Rift Apart, you get to play with an explosive new arsenal, as well as a few returning classics.
Yeah, she's got no
I think that's the difference between Ratchet's world and Rivet's world. In Ratchet's world, he had Clank. And that's how he was able to stop
Here's
the
another
fairies.
example of how we're using
Here, she didn't.
With the Topiary Sprinkler, players will feel resistance in the trigger as they prepare a
so I
throw
think Clank's
of
the
starting
difference.
grenade. Once on the ground and spitting out its rapid growth plant fertilizer, players will also feel when enemies have been topiaried and are ready to be trimmed down.
Oh yeah, the topiary gun. We saw that on
it turns them into like plants or bushes. That's what it is. Yeah, bush versions of them. Like yeah.
Where's that going? It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
In addition to rift tethering and dimensional shifts, there are also many pocket dimensions scattered throughout the game.
And the last Speedo runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
Oh, that is so cool.
Alright, Smarty Bot. What is this place?
Dimension 653199.
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
How do you come up with this stuff? Hey, it's Maynard! The Mortis helper bot! Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speedo.
Oh, don't hide! Ah.
Hitting its nest might get its attention.
Well, hello there.
Oh, that's the one we saw with them riding in the first trailer.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the woods.
That's like you didn't see any popping when she did that. Just like airing there.
One way of traversing Sargasso's acid swamps, and to do so quickly.
Excuse me.
Look out!
I got it. See? Sometimes I don't crash. Stop! 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 There's the gelatonium factory. Coming, Morts.
That Lombax and his Robopet across dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5 seconds to tell us where you're at.
Yeah, like 9.5 seconds.
Hang on there now.
If you watched our previous gameplay demo, you may recognize the Goons for Less.
Yeah.
This rebranded gang has been hired by Dr. Nefarious to attack Ratchet and Clank, and are now also trapped in Rivet's dimension. Here's another new weapon. The Shatter Bomb is a frag-type grenade that deals a lot of damage to your foes. With haptic feedback, each explosion feels incredibly impactful.
One day I'll feel that haptic feedback when I'm done playing my PS4 version of Windows.
Where are these doofuses coming from?
Perhaps they were sucked through the dimensional vortex as well.
Of some of the early gameplay in Rift Apart, but there is so much more. We have open areas to explore.
Wow.
Dimensional clank puzzles.
Of course.
Glitch challenges.
Whatever those are.
Arena challenges.
Nice.
Oh, cool. They're making them come back.
Aerial combat.
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Gold bolts.
Of course, they're coming back.
Dimensions to explore. Armor to obtain.
Ooh,
this is the first ever Ratchet and Clank photo mode.
And we have photo moding, because of course.
Yeah, we got all that in there.
And giving more people access to playing our games is always important to us. As such, Rift Apart will offer a slew of accessibility options.
Awesome!
We'll reveal more about this soon.
Very awesome.
Experience Rift Apart.
Because Last of Us Part 2 did that.
Intense high-action combat,
change up
near
whatever
instant
you
load
want, the
times,
settings you
all
want.
with some of the best visuals we've
Like that's
ever
a detail they're getting.
How about that, huh?
Rips are getting out of hand.
On behalf of all of us at Insomniac Games, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the Omniverse on June 11th.
That's our
whenever
show.
I eventually
We
get
explored
there.
the depths of an
Yeah.
alien ocean, got a first look at Among Us on PlayStation, and zipped across space and time in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Do you mean in June? That's what that rhymes with. In June. That's when E3 is.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, that was fun. Yeah. Oh, there's more.
So I was like, I think it's just more like a trailer.
Oh yeah, they released a new gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
as well.
it's all right.
But yeah, basically, I think that's kind of why I thought about doing it just like this format, because like the main focus was definitely Ratchet and Clank. Though we did get news on some Nanka, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And of course, the announcement that Among Us is coming to PlayStation, and it's the first time in the game's history that it's going to have exclusive items for the platform. So in this case, it has a Ratchet like heads, like a wig to wear.
Like I said, Among Us already is attached to Fall Guys now, since they have the you could dress up like the people from Fall Guys. But
I'm sorry, we're watching the gameplay trailer too. But overall, I guess your thoughts, because I
have played it.
You never really like fully played through.
I know I haven't fully, but I have played. I've played a few from here and there, but it's always enjoyable. It's definitely one of those fun and exciting type of adventures to have, and unique situations and stuff like that. And some of the gameplay is just fun, and it's just like a deep dive into it. And this is showing the full power of the PlayStation 5. I think that's what this game is really showing that. Because like you said, they kept showing different worlds, different backgrounds where that background is moving like there's no tomorrow, no hiccups. And like you said, when you jump from another world into another world, there's no like pop-ups for the world. No, the world is there. You get in there and that world is already there.
Yeah, and then there's the amazing detail put into the landscapes, like whether it's the city, the landscape we see Rivet visiting, just like very visually well done, put together.
Yeah.
Like combat wise, it's about what you. If you've ever played a Ratchet and Clank game, it's that. Though they've given Ratchet a lot more traversal ability, since it looks like the majority of his journey in this story is solo on his own, without Ratchet, without Clank. So looks really fun. A whole bunch of modes, arena modes, the gold bolts returning, a whole bunch of good stuff overall, folks. I mean, just really well done from Insomniac. We already know they can do amazing stuff. They proved that with Spider-Man. They proved that with their Resistance series, and they're definitely proving it here. So I mean, great stuff overall. I'll eventually get to it. I beat the first 2 games in this series, and then I still have the third one on that same copy of the Ratchet and Clank Trilogy Collection. And then maybe I'll get around to Rift Apart eventually. I really do want to play from the beginning get-go. Not every single game, mind you, but from the get-go. But other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like it just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about State of Play, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this State of Play. Are you excited for Ratchet and Clank? Are you excited to get your hands back on a new adventure, a new way of playing it? Especially seeing the full power of the PlayStation 5, or the capabilities of what it can do and everything in this game. What's got you so excited for this game? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
And now to correct myself from earlier, so until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Ratchet, Clank, and Rivet-filled episode of SRB Gaming.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.